What's your, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me story? When I caught my wife Clara having an affair with my business partner Greg, I didn't just get mad, I got even. We'd built our real estate company from nothing over 12 years. Started in our garage, worked 80-hour weeks, missed vacations, the whole deal. Greg handled the money side while I did sales. One Tuesday morning, I came home early from a failed showing to grab some paperwork I'd forgotten. That's when I heard noises coming from upstairs. I found them together in our bed, the same bed where Clara and I had spent countless nights planning our future. The worst part? They didn't even look surprised. Greg just smirked and said, "Well, this is awkward." Clara wouldn't even look at me. She just stared at the ceiling fan like it was the most interesting thing in the world. I walked out without saying a word. But as I drove around that afternoon, pieces started clicking into place. The late-night emergency meetings. The new designer clothes Clara suddenly had. The way our company's profits seemed lower than they should be given our sales. I spent that night digging through years of financial records stored in my home office. By sunrise, I had proof that Greg had been cooking the books and skimming money into a separate account. He'd stolen nearly $400,000 over 3 years, but I didn't confront him right away. Instead, I spent the next week playing dumb. I acted devastated about Clara, which wasn't hard, but told Greg I wanted to keep things professional at work. He bought it completely. Meanwhile, I gathered every shred of evidence I could find. Bank statements, suspicious transfers, emails between him and Clara planning weekend getaways with company money. I even hired a private investigator to dig deeper. The following Monday, we had our biggest client meeting of the year, presenting to a national hotel chain looking to expand. Greg had spent months preparing the financial projections. He was convinced this deal would make him millions. As he stood up to start his presentation, I connected my laptop to the projector instead. Actually, I have something more interesting to show everyone. Then I displayed proof of every single cent he'd stolen, every lie he'd told, every fraud he'd committed. The clients walked out immediately. Greg tried to run, but security stopped him. By that afternoon, he was being interviewed by police. Clara called me crying, begging me not to drag her into it. But those weekend receipts were already part of the evidence package. Greg got 8 years for fraud and embezzlement. Clara lost her teaching job when the scandal broke. The company survived, barely, but I managed to rebuild it.